ladies and gentlemen. My name is Allison Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you back to Inside, where previously we had started our very disturbing and implausible journey throughout this land, where very strange events appear to be occurring, and somehow we've made our way to this fantasy land of time and sand, which is good for us. Welcome to Journey, but we have a bit of a puzzle sequence ahead, and it's actually kind of a nice one, albeit a strange one, if I can be honest. So we've got this very strange mechanism. Can't quite do anything about this, regardless of what we do, so maybe we need to bring power to it? I don't know, that seems kind of far-fetched. Oh, hey, here we go. Nice little switch here, and a couple of buddies over here. So this will activate the power, and it indicates that this 19 here is dictated by how many bodies are on this very large switch, which means we are going to be going on a literal manhunt to head on to the other side of that door, which I'm not exactly sure if that's where we want to be going. Feels to me there's going to be a significant amount of death over there. Now this area has 3 levels, and we're heading to the bottom one first, and as fate would have it, the first time I played this, I went to every area except for the one I needed to, because our first course of action should be to find a mind-controlling helmet. So let's go find that, shall we? We have ourselves a nice little, I don't know, this detractable railroad here. It's very nice, but the certain thing about this is that if you stop rotating it, then it will go back up, so we have thusly reached a point of no return, unless we decided to get super wings and we were able to return up on that ladder, but I don't see how that's going to happen. Very fortunately, though, I found exactly what it is we needed, and these men will hopefully help me get what I need. But first we must traverse through a couple of very non-deterring water segments, so it's not really difficult. Let's go swim up here for a quick bout of air. Thank you. Whew. Okay. Maybe we'll continue forward. Strange that there's so much water in this sandy area. Granted, we are right next to the ocean, but still. Alright. But now that we've made it over here, we should be fine to continue forward, because that helmet is up on the upper range. And I guess if we did a little bit of rope swinging, DK swing style, then we'll be good. Go use your momentum, small child. I'm sure you have plenty of that to go around. Alright. Perfect. So, yeah, nice flashing lights here, and all the while there's very strange noises going on in the back. Not sure how I feel about that. But, check it out. We got it in very conveniently, and oh no, it broke! No! Well, very fortunately, that thing didn't need a wire whatsoever, because we can actually now finally take them with us. So instead of controlling them, you know, separate from our own ambitions, we can now just have them follow us. Also, they do a really good job of hoisting you up to taller places, so there we go. We're good. And the good thing about this AI is, although they're dummies, they're not actually 100% stupid, because they won't fall into that giant pit over there, which is what that is when we need to bring them back up here. But they are not exactly the smartest of folk either, because it's like, I want to get on there so bad. Like, guys, you kind of creeping me out a little bit. I don't approve of this. Stranger danger. So that's all that we need for this lower right area. However, to the left here, there's a couple of more men that we need to scrounge, and as luck would have it, there's a nice rope up there for us that we could go up and explore. However, first, we need to solve this puzzle before it becomes a crisis. So with the power of 5 men and a child, we'll be able to pull this very large, I don't know, track thing with a bunch of sand in it, and set it right there. Perfect. So that when we go above, we can fall through that hole and continue forward. See, a lot of the puzzles aren't too difficult when you think about it. And I guess that's alright. It's just some of them are just really vague until you just take a quick look at it. Things that might not seem non-quessential will end up being imperative to finishing a certain task. So keep that in mind. Okay, so we'll head over here, and unfortunately our favorite new men cannot follow us, so we'll continue on our own ways. We don't need no stinking men. I'm a small, independent child. We don't need no adults in my life. I'm a maverick, goddammit. And very strange off in the distance, God. Alright, so we've got a couple of dudes stuck up there in their little sex pod. They don't know how to get down, so I guess we're just gonna have to help them ourselves. So by doing that, we'll go ahead and activate this nice little rotary air-powered thing. And unfortunately, it's not got enough propulsion to get up to the very top there. So here we go. It'll work that way. It did look high enough because we weren't on it. If we were, the weight of a small child is not enough to lift it an extra 2 feet. So yeah, even with the box, it wasn't very good. And by God, these guys kind of just fell with a resounding thud. Sorry. Just tripping all over themselves. So we've got 3 more for a grand total of 8. 8 men to do our bidding. And it's good stuff. So let's go ahead and head down here, because there is a secret that I would like to collect. And it happens by destroying this floorboard over here, which isn't really in the floor. But it does allow us to enter a secret area. No grown-ups allowed, assholes. It's only for me, for children-sized boys. And this will take us to the secret of this area, which is kind of interesting because we're introduced to a concept here that is not seen anywhere else in the game, and that is with fire and torches, unless I'm missing something really obvious, but this does not appear anywhere else. And as one would expect, well, with that brother's Tale of Two Sons theory in the last part, we have to fend off the hell puppies. Go away. You have no business being here. They're just rabid. So you'll swing by yourself. You just need to, like, go back and forth and fend off these creatures, these feral hounds of the night. Go away. Why are you defending this? You have no business being here. Alright, go. And when we take it out, they decide to run away into the darkness. Because that's the mentality of the pack. When they destroy your shiny thing, just get the hell out of Dodge. And then we're good. I will admit, it's kind of cool seeing a little child running with a torch like that, but we can't take it back with us either, because unfortunately we have to run through a waterfall. So, yeah, no more fire for us. We just toss it aside like it was nothing. Like it was absolutely nothing. So that's our only secret for a little while. The next one is in a couple more load points from now. Okay, so thanks you guys for waiting up for me and not trying to mutilate yourselves following me in there. Unfortunately, our other men are here to help us. They didn't break my fall, so jerks. And now we have our own motley crew of dummies here. Help us on our way. What's interesting is that touchpad thing or whatever, it is weighted by the amount of bodies and not necessarily the weight of the bodies there. It's weird. I'm not sure if I agree with that wholeheartedly, but to the top floor we go, my men, my good friends. And yeah, welcome to the story of my life. So, yeah. It's like, okay, guys, just make me comfortable. I don't like it. Okay, so we're gonna go take these guys over here. And this part, you probably don't want to forget this. There's a cliff up there that is a little too far for us, so we will have our friends make us leap and bound across. Excellent. And we'll enter a secret room. It's not really much of a secret, but one that doesn't quite look like it should be accessed by us normal folk. We can get a quick glimpse of what's to expect in the future. Although can't really see it from here because I'm too short. So let's go and take this body and just drag it on out of here. Because unsurprisingly, this is one we need. So, tally ho. Ugh, that noise. Just the cracking, crushing of bones. Just groveled by sheer gravity and force. Okay. And then we'll head up to this upper left part. The highest floor doesn't really seem to take much of this time at all, so it's quite easy. And hey, we found a couple more dudes over here. Hey, you know, as much as I'd like to save you guys, unfortunately, this is the only way to do it. It's like, no, my God, what the hell? Any normal human being would probably be dead at that point, right? I mean, not only that, but you would have a complete loss of all body fluids and your skin would be devastated, right? I mean, nothing's really indicated that different things are happening to their bodies. They're still people. Their brains are just being taken control of. Yet, we head over here, and for the most part, they'll be fine. So, yeah, I'm smelling slight shenanigans here. Like, not one of them got impaled by one of those metal bars. But hey, they'll help us on our journey, which means we now have 12 to our name. Excellent. Right. I can do math. I promise. Alright. And then we could finally go back over here. And hey, it's the one buddy that was just sitting there waiting for us the entire time. Thank you. So we will have him join us as we collect the last of our friends to take us here. And this one's kind of weird. I don't know. Not really huge on these certain physics-based puzzles, but basically we need to get the guys in the minecart on the other side here. So by using their momentum, right about halfway there, oh, a little late. Yeah, that was just barely a little late. Right as they're about to pass underneath that light, that's when you're going to want to switch it. So it's just a slight delay in how small child activates the lever, and there we go. So there are 4 more. Excellent. So yeah, that should be all of them. And we're good. How's it going, guys? There's too many men here. Why are there only dudes that are bald and wearing construction equipment? This looks so ridiculous. It's like, follow this shiny thing on my head. I will lead you to good things, I promise. I know we're in the desert and it's a very unpleasant feeling in your pants, but we'll be fine. So yeah, that basically does it for this place. Doesn't take all that long, but it is probably one of the longest checkpoint series in the game, so we'll go and head over here and activate this plate that will open the door. So yeah, these two will join us. Nice. And unfortunately, we still need one more body. You, person I dropped off the edge like a second ago. Come over here. Whew. And the door thusly opens, and I am not looking forward to this because, oh no,